Happy Monday, everyone. We are back in the building, guys. It is April. Wow. This year has been cruising by so fast, and I am, as they say, I'm all for it. I'm excited. I'm excited about this year. I'm excited about everything that's coming up. So I'm like, yes, let's go as fast as possible and then slow down at the good parts. And so, but yeah, everything is a good part and everything's necessary. It's all preparation for more and more good parts. So hopefully this year has been amazing for you guys. And again, a year being amazing or a week or a day being amazing is not based off of circumstances. Yes, eventually the circumstances, everything, the goals and dreams that you were put here to manifest, yes, they'll manifest. You already got it. But in the process of you growing and going and being prepared for everything you've already are, you can be full of joy in that process. And it's easy to be full of joy when you see why things are the way they are and the understanding of the building blocks of, it's almost like if you were building your dream home and someone said, okay, we're going to build your dream home, and you've never seen it. They said, yeah, it's almost ready. You're like, dude, but where is it? You're like, you didn't see it. You don't know where it's being built. You'd be like, what the heck? But the contractor is calling you every day saying, oh, yeah, no, it's looking great. Like, okay, but can I come see it? It's looking amazing. You'll see it when it gets built. You start questioning that. But once you start understanding, you start understanding, you start understanding, you start seeing, like you can see it being built in real time. I mean, it's a interesting comparison, possibly odd, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. As you elevate, as your wisdom grows, as your consciousness grows, you'll be able to see in real time that, oh my goodness, it's all being prepared beautifully. Like God will start guiding you. You'll start seeing, listen, everything is right there. It's always been there. I just didn't have the correct perspective to see it. That's why, listen, keep elevating, keep going, keep growing. Life gets better and better the better our mindset gets. The better our mindset gets, man. And so hopefully you guys, wherever you are on your journey, continue growing, guys. Life is incredible. Life wants to be incredible for you. Life wants to be incredible for all of us. You're not stuck. Oh, I know, listen, challenges happen, but they happen for you. Like, they happen for you. And if you're questioning that, then it's because you just haven't drilled that enough into you to believe it. It's like if I'm learning a new kick and I'm not doing the kick right, I just haven't done the kick enough times. I think they say, what is it, 1,000 hours to become a master at something? Okay, so if what I just said, if you're not believing it, you have to read it, you have to meditate on it, you have to visualize it. I mean, it's not going to just be easy. It's not just given to you. You have to really want it. You have to become a black belt in this thought process. To create change, you have to be the change. Your mind is a computer. Your mind is a computer. If the placebo effect is real, then you can believe whatever it is you want to believe. That's the beauty of life. You're so powerful that whatever you believe to be true, you're right. So why not believe in something beautiful? Why not give you the opportunity to live in something beautiful? And if you're watching this, I know that that's what you're doing. And I'm just here to encourage you to keep going. You could be watching or listening to anything else, but you're listening to this for a reason. For a reason. Something painful that you're trying to get some peace from. That's why you're watching this. Pain is beautiful. I'm doing this because of pain. I went through pain years ago in my life, and I tried doing other things that temporarily made me feel good, but they didn't bring me peace and joy. And I jumped on a book. I think the first book that I read that was about mindset was Joel Osteen's Your Best Life Now. I must have read that like 20 times. And it was just mindset. Then I started reading books about the subconscious and the conscious mind, and I just went down this rabbit hole, and I realized, oh my goodness, this is the key to life. This is the key. You change your mindset and literally everything changes, but it's not going to happen overnight, but it will happen in time. It'll happen in time. So life is incredible. This year wants to be so incredible for you guys. And so the question to ask yourself is, what adjustments am I going to make this week, so everything that I've ever wanted, even if it's a short-term goal, or just what are you going to do this week so that this year is better than last year? Don't point the finger. Don't look at, it's not about your friends, your cousins. Well, Dan, I grew up over here. It's not about where you grew up. It's not about the weather or the government. No, as you elevate, once you realize who you are, you realize that, listen, things change when you change. Well, Dan, but these things should change in the world. Well, then you become that change and go change it. There's a lot of homeless people. Well, then you go get filthy rich and go help those homeless people. We live in a global economy. We need more people of character who have resources so they can give back to the world. Stop sitting there and waiting on someone to give you something. Give it to yourself. And you will, as you continue down this path of doing the inner and the outer work, as I always say, doing the reading, the affirmations, the meditating, the visualizing. Once you start doing these things, guys, the outer work, the taking those courses, upgrading your financial literacy, starting that business if you want to start a business, eating healthy. As you start doing these things, you start making progress, even if it's minute, small, you're going to see growth. And if you've been on this path with me, on this journey with me this year, you have seen growth. And you will continue seeing growth. And if you're just starting now, I promise you, as you do these things, you will see growth. You are not stuck. I don't care if you dropped your New Year's resolution back in January, 10th of January. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Start right now, in April. The past is the past. Learn from it. Allow it to fuel you. That disappointment, allow it to fuel you into action. It doesn't even have to be a large step. It could be one thing that you guys do. I bought a course. Great. I'm going to spend 30 minutes every Friday on my company. I want to start a company. Great. I'm going to do 10 minutes of mindset work. Great. Just listen. If you just do a little consistently, that little eventually will flood into a lot. This year could be whatever it is that you want it to be. It's not a coincidence that you're watching this or listening to this right now. This year can be anything that you want it to be. It's on you. It's on you. And when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you'll make a change. When it starts hurting enough, then you'll make a change. So, whatever changes that you're making, again, this is no condemnation, man. I'm the same way. Guys, I'm stubborn. God has to really punch me before I make a change. Like, it has to really hurt. And I'm like, okay. But when I make a change, I make a change. I make a change at the drop of a dime. It may take me a minute, but when I make a change, I promise you. I'm extreme. I told you guys. Listen, I can be extreme for good or extreme for the opposite. I choose to be extreme for love. Listen, whatever, I'm God's soldier. God says, Dan, so go left. I'm like, sir, yes, sir. Now, if I'm not sure where to go, I'm going to sit back and wait for the correct instruction. But when I get the instruction, sir, yes, sir, and I'm gone. Whatever it is, that's going to lead to my joy, peace, and happiness. You know, and as you keep going and growing, you're going to be more guided and protected. You're going to hear God's whisper and God's guidance. You'll be guided on what you should do and how you should do it. And you're going to show up differently in everything that you do. And you're going to start seeing more peace, more joy. Guys, you will start glowing. You know, you're going to start glowing. It's that glow up. You know what I'm saying? It's the glow up. As you go up, you're going to glow up. It may be a little corny, but the point that I'm making is that life is incredible, and this year is as incredible as you make it. So if you're looking for a sign, let this be the sign, guys. Set your schedule this week. Listen, if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you're not doing the inner work, don't expect the outer work to change. If all people are doing, so many people are like, oh, okay, I'm going to use my, I'm going to make this change, and I'm going to start getting up at 5 in the morning, and I'm going to eat healthy and run 10 miles every day. Like, okay, baby steps. And if you're not changing your mindset, listen, our minds are computers. It's like a cruise control. If I'm driving a car at 70 miles an hour, right, and I put it in cruise control, it's going to be driving at what? 70 miles an hour. Now, if I start going down a hill, it's going to speed up. The car's going to speed up. It'll be, 75 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, because it's going down a hill now. As soon as it comes back to a level ground, it's going to be at what speed? 70 miles an hour, the speed that it was programmed to be in. You've been programmed to do whatever it is that you're doing. That's why a lot of times the things that you don't want to do, you do. The things that you do want to do, you don't do. It's because it's a programming. And if you look at your family, you can see all the same programming a lot of times. There's very similar programs. Look at your culture. There's similar programs. I'm half Jamaican, half Canadian. Each culture has their programming. Now, those programs have been given to you. And so a lot of times you act out of, 95% of the time, you're acting out of your programming. But once you start doing the inner and the outer work to reprogram your mind, you're going to change the programming. Just like a computer programmer changes the program in the computer. So if you're not doing the inner work to reprogram your mind, to reprogram the programming that was given to you, you will do the same thing over and over again. Your self-control is not strong enough to change the programming. And the inner programming is only changed once you go inside and start to change the subconscious mind. So we have the conscious mind, the thoughts that you're aware of, and the subconscious mind, the thoughts that you're not aware of. We have, on a daily basis, so many different thoughts. 95% of our thoughts come from our subconscious mind. So 95% of our thoughts we're not aware of. 5% of our thoughts are we aware of. So 95% is always going to overtake the 5%. So the thoughts we're not aware of are the thoughts that have been programmed into us. You have to go in there and reprogram that subconscious mind. As you reprogram that subconscious mind, you reprogram that 95% to be what you want it to be. And that's how you change. And you reprogram that subconscious mind by the reading, the affirmations, the visualizing, the meditating. That's how you reprogram. That's how you change. This is very simple. This is very simple. And as you do this, even if you do it for 10 minutes on Friday at noon, You do 5-minute reading, 2.5-minute visualization, 2.5-minute affirmations, just for 10 minutes each week. Your body's going to want more. And you're going to want to do it more. Your body's going to want more peace, more joy. Listen, I promise you, listen, things change when you change. This works as you work it. This year will be everything that you are. And you can change who you are. Change your inner world, change your outer world. And as you change your inner world, you realize, oh, I have to also upgrade my skill sets. Upgrade your mindset, upgrade your skill sets. Ladies and gentlemen, win anything. Win everything. All right? So this is a quick message that whatever happened start of this year or even yesterday or even this morning, guys, brand new New Year's resolution, brand new right now, this week. Set your schedule. When you're going to do the inner and the outer work. The inner work, as I said, meditation, reading, affirmations, visualizing, and the outer work, eating healthy, going to the gym. Again, baby steps. This is all baby steps, okay? If you want to just start with the inner work for right now, that's fine. But baby steps, but get into the arena of life. That's where all the good stuff is in that arena. Progress over perfection. It's the progress that brings joy. Don't look how far you need to go. Just go. Just take one step at a time. And each step is going to fuel the next step. There's so much joy and peace that's waiting for you. Matter of fact, it's your birthright. You're supposed to live in it. You're supposed to listen to this for this exact same reason. You're here for a reason and you're needed. People need what you have, guys. I know deep down in your heart, you know that to be true. You have a special gift, a unique gift that only you were put here on this earth to share. People are waiting on you to get to that side and share your gifts with them. They're waiting on you. They're waiting on you. Okay? You beautiful alchemists, they are waiting on you. So this week, set your schedule when you're going to do the inner and the outer work. Set it and hit it like the quality of your life depends on it, because it does. And when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you will do that. And if you're watching this, you're in that space. Let's go all in, guys. Again, progress. You're not going to be perfect. Okay? It's not about being perfect. Just about progress. It's the progress that brings joy. So let's have more joy this week. Okay? One day and 1 week at a time. Okay? Let's have an incredible new week, guys. I believe in you. I see you. I may not know you, but I know exactly what's inside of you. All right? Motivation Mondays.